Hi there. My name is Deborah Denier, and I am your feng shui master. And today I'd like to talk a little bit about nature and healing. If you've seen me before, you probably noticed that I'm often in a nature setting. I prefer to be there because I believe that it is part of my daily wellness routine as much as possible to take in what's around me. And I guess it comes back to my knowledge of feng shui masters of the past, actually of ancient times. So think about this. They would just lay on their backs at night looking at a starlit sky or ponder about the nature around them and try to figure out what mathematical trigrams they could come up with that makes sense of the world around them. I think most of us have this intuitive feeling about being in nature. Even the Greek gods and scientists knew at those ancient times that when people were sick, it was best to send them up into the mountains where they could overlook beautiful views and see the water and breathe the fresh air. We are nature. So it makes sense that we feel best when we have nature incorporated into our daily life. But most of us, if not all of us, struggle with this because not everybody has nature available to them or readily available to them. And it could be that they're living in a city where there are limited parks and limited places to really get that exposure. So from a feng shui perspective, I like to think about the things in nature that really inspire us and make us feel good and bring them into the home. So think about this for a minute. Kind of visualize with me. Think about some of the best times you've ever had in your life. Think about those aha moments, whether it was watching an amazing sunrise or being on the ocean or swimming in water that's this aqua color or taking a walk in the forest. These are memories that we create for ourselves that we can't wait to talk to other people about. We want to share our experiences of that beautiful sunset, of that amazing sky, of the colors of the mountain. All of this are things that we really want to share. It really feeds our spirit and our soul. So if we think about those times and try to capture it, I always say, I would like to capture this moment and just put it in a box. And anytime I want it, just open that box and it's in there so I can remember and recall what that feels like. I mean, evidence-based studies and scientific studies are teaching us even today with new discoveries of how we become more optimistic, more positive. Our mental health is impacted. Our immunities are impacted by walking through a forest. So take some of those elements and actually bring them indoors. So how do you do that? With color, texture, images, and art. These are all ways, and even lighting can play an important role. So think about those amazing moments you had in nature and then attach it to an item, a color, a shape, an image, a memory that you have, and then take components of that and bring it into your space. When I worked with healing cancer patients and actually the healers and caretakers that take care of them, it was all about setting up a healing, calming atmosphere in the interior. And so what do? We bring in the colors and the shapes and the textures and the images from nature indoors. So it could be the color of sand, the color of the sea, things that are really, really calming to the heart and soul. And these things kind of our DNA recognizes it, grabs onto it, and allows us to be able to relax, feel positive, and absorb nature indoors when you can't get outdoors. Thank you so much, and namaste. Stay well. Thank you.